What's going on, guys? It's Jay from Dirty Boy Tools, here to show you a patented wrench that Crescent made that I bought a while ago, but it just doesn't work for me. So your traditional adjustable wrench, everyone's familiar with these. You have adjustments through your worm gear. Crescent wanted to, I guess, speed that up and make it a little more convenient, so they decided to come up with a mechanism that'll open and close the wrench up. A couple of good things about it: it's faster, and you don't have to struggle when you have your wrench attached to a fitting in a machine. Then you got to pull it back out and adjust again because it's too loose or too tight, and then put it back in the machine. Now you can still make adjustments from a little bit of a distance. If you don't really experience that, it won't make a difference for you. But for people that work inside of the machines or have to have the wrench kind of go in between everything, something like this might be helpful. I thought this would be helpful to me, but there's too many downsides to this wrench for me to use it. Let me go over those. So it's three things, right? One is the weight, two is the noise, three is the mouth opening, and it's not, I've never really seen this be a problem, but number four would be just the wobble room you have from the mouth compared to other wrenches. So let me go over the weight first. As you can see, the body is a lot thicker. It has to house the mechanism, so you're going to have a lot more material in it. So you do feel a difference in weight, especially if you're used to, carrying around a wrench. If you're carrying around a heavy tool bag, you want to save every ounce of weight you can. Something like this wouldn't be ideal. The other thing for me is the mouth size. It only goes up to a little bit past an inch. I'd say an inch and an eighth, inch and a 16th. It doesn't really show this part on the scale. That's 27 millimeters about, by my estimates from the metric side of that scale. I prefer the big mouth wrenches because they'll go past an inch and a quarter, which works a lot better for me. So I went over the weight, went over the mouth size. The main issue that is a problem for me is the noise. Alright, I want you guys to kind of listen to that a little bit. If that doesn't bother you, then this might be the wrench for you. But that noise bothers me, it irritates me. And if I'm using a wrench and I'm making noise that irritates me, that kind of just gives me the chills, I can't work properly, right? It's going to affect us. I'd rather use a nice, quiet wrench. I could work, I could relax. You hear that worm gear moving? I don't hear it moving. It's nice, it's comfortable, it's smooth, I have control, and I don't have to worry about too much wiggle room. It is going to wiggle, every adjustable does, but compared to this one, it's a lot more wiggle room. So this wrench doesn't work for me, right? There are some plus sides to it, like I went over before, but I don't use this in my toolbox. I don't particularly recommend it. I will leave a link if I can find it on Amazon, because maybe this will work for you. Maybe you don't mind the wrench being heavy. Maybe you prefer the speed of it. Maybe this little bit of room is inconsequential. To be honest, I've taken this wrench apart before, and maybe I caused this. I don't think so. But, before you make any decisions, let me take this apart for you guys and show you what the inside is. So, it's basically a gear, 90-degree gear, gear coupling inside, and the slide is connected to what looks like a drill bit. It's basically a piece of brass rod with some spiraling in it, and it slides up and down that, and that's what keeps it at bay and control. And as it slides up and down that spiral, it actuates it and rotates it, and that movement transfers to here, and of course you get a moving mouth. So that's pretty much how the device is. Nothing too eccentric, but oftentimes the best inventions in the world are simple inventions. This is not the case, though. I don't like this invention, but I do like that Crescent is trying to innovate. I like that they're trying to move past this technology to something better. But they're not there yet, in my opinion. This is not doing it for me yet. Maybe something else in the future will do better. I have been looking at some wrenches online, locking wrenches. I've seen one wrench by LeBaire that looks very interesting. I'm probably gonna buy that next and see how that one works. But right now, this is not, in my opinion, a great piece of innovative wrench technology. But hey, maybe one day we'll get there. If you guys have ever used this wrench or similar wrenches or innovative wrenches, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have any ideas on these types of wrenches, please tell me about it. I'd love to check it out and see if it's something that can work for my tool bag as well.